But there's a great raging mask debate. And once you hear this, you can't unhear it.
This morning, as COVID cases mount across the country, the mask debate is intensifying.
People are very passionate on both sides of the great mask debate.
The partisan mask debate is heating up.
Mask debate's growing.
The president is trying to have us cover the mask debate.
CVS, Target, and Walgreens are getting in on the mask debate.
The mask debate now taking center stage at local restaurants.
It's 9 minutes after 6 now, and there's new video of a raging mask debate. The mask debate in Georgia is getting ugly.
The great mask debate in West Virginia might soon be coming to an end.
This mask debate is far from over.
How many mask debates have you gotten into? Love to hear it.
The mask debate was taken to a whole nother level.
Bishop David Zubik tells Pittsburgh's Action News 4 he found himself in the middle of a mask debate.
And we'll dive deeper into this pet store mask debate.
So we're going to begin with this thing we're calling the great mask debate.
Let's talk for a second about this great mask debate. Some say wearing a mask will help us flatten the curve. Others disagree. The much lauded New England Journal of Medicine stated on May 21st, 2020, that they know, not think, not believe, not surmise, they know that, quote, wearing a mask outside healthcare facilities offers little, if any, protection from infection. They even admit that, quote, in many cases, the desire for widespread masking is a reflexive reaction to anxiety over the pandemic. These people know reflexive actions aren't actions based on rationality. Reflexive actions are thoughtless actions that rational people discourage. Even the mask manufacturer for the popular surgical mask that a lot of people like to wear states under this big warning, quote, this product is an ear loop mask. This product is not a respirator and will not provide any protections against the virus that shall remain unnamed and other viruses or contaminants. It further states that wearing an ear loop mask does not reduce the risk of contracting any disease or infection, and yet we're told to wear them. In many places, we're mandated to wear them. You gotta wear them or else. Even the nation's most popular doctor actually instructed us against wearing masks not too long ago.
When you see people and look at the films in China and South Korea, whatever, everybody's wearing a mask. Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
That clip right there may well go down as Dr. Fauci's most honest moment in his career.
Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
And why is that, Dr. Fauci? Why are you saying that people should not be wearing masks?
When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
And can you get some schmutz sort of staying inside there?
Of course.
So just like the mask box says, and just like the New England Journal of Medicine testifies, wearing one of these babies merely offers the wearer a false sense of security with the added benefit of getting some schmutz hanging around and growing inside that moist atmosphere that people are being forced to put over their faces now. Oh, speaking of forcing people to wear a mask, check out what right now in the United States, people shouldn't be walking around wearing masks, has to say these days.
Be as forceful as possible in getting your citizenry to wear masks.
Be as forceful as possible in getting your citizenry to wear masks.
Be as forceful as possible in getting your citizenry to wear masks. Guys, think about it. As forceful as possible? Wow. It's possible to exert a lot of force when you're trying to get people to do something against their will. Just ask these guys. So Dr. Fauci, a medical doctor who has no doubt taken the Hippocratic oath to do no harm, is advocating for the initiation of unjust force and violence on individuals in order to get them to bow to the will of the state. Whereas previously he said you shouldn't be walking around with these things.
Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Could it be that those who force you to wear masks today will be the very ones to force you to take the vax in the future?
Let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread a disease, even if you disagree. You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you? No right not to be vaccinated? Meaning if they decide you have to be vaccinated, we have to be vaccinated?
Absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm. If the vaccination
Where is that in the Constitution?
If the vaccination is designed to prevent the spreading disease.
Jefferson said, I predict future happiness for Americans if they can prevent the government from wasting the labors of the people under the pretense of taking care of them. Doesn't look like there's much happiness in our future.